Hello, everybody. My name is Benny, and welcome to The Fool's Apprentice. So, it is a new year, and I have plans and goals and new ideas, and then ideas that I'm borrowing from other people. And this one happens to be from Lisa Papez, this specific one, who modified April's at Tarot at Witchery, her kind of New Year spread that she was doing. And I really like Lisa's take on it because it allows me to, instead of doing a wheel of the year, which frankly I've never done, and seems a little overwhelming, I actually just did one for a friend. Oh my God, that took forever. There was a lot involved in doing the wheel, making sure it looked really nice, taking a picture, and then really delving into each and every card, writing notes out, and then recording it, presenting it, and then sending it to her. And I'm thinking, oh my God, that's a lot. And then, so Lisa calls it, I wrote it down, a magical approach to the wheel ahead. And I really liked it because she ended up taking 12 envelopes, several decks, collecting a card from each deck blind, putting them in the envelopes, and she's going to have like a envelope for every month of the year, which I think is great. So I said, I want to do that. And then it allows you to really focus on that month. And also, when I did the wheel, ahead spread, they kind of like, I tried to read them where one kind of led into the other and how they kind of all worked together throughout the year. This actually allows me to like focus on one group of cards for that 30 days or 31 days or 28 days. And so I really like that because then I can really hyper focus on that and then write in my journal, let's say week by week, on what I've learned that week based on what the cards were that month. So let me flip the camera over and we'll see how this goes. And I'm back. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you all the decks that I'm going to utilize during this next year. Since I'm drawing 12 cards from each deck, that means that these decks will be out of commission for the rest of the year. I am actually okay with that because these decks, I don't get to use it as often as I would like, and this gives me an opportunity to really use them throughout the whole year, but really hyper focus on the messages of each card and really using the guidebooks to really guide me. How funny, the guidebooks to really guide me on what the message is going to be. I don't have a specific spread for these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read the cards and then just see what comes up and really use my intuition to give me the message that I need. So for the Oracle deck, I'm going to use the Akultati. I always horribly pronounce that. This is done by a Polish artist by the name of, and I'm going to slaughter this, guys, Radamil Galkalski. Unfortunately, this is out of print, but this is a beautiful deck, and it was a unicorn deck on my list, and I cannot believe I got it. This woman in Australia had an extra copy, and she sold it to me. I am so, so glad I have this deck, but I don't get to use it as much because I have so many other decks. So this is the tarot deck that I'm going to be using. Now, Lisa has a goddess, like a goddess deck that she's going to be using. So I wanted to follow something similar. So I'm using the Mysteries of Mary Tarot. Growing up Catholic, I had a relationship with the Virgen de Guadalupe, who is, the Virgin Mary. And I like this as the kind of goddess that oversees and protects me. And I want to develop a deeper relationship with her. So this is the deck that I'm going to be using for the goddess kind of feel. And then I'm going to do self care for this year as well. And so I'm using the Love Oracle of Eden. And this is by artist AJ Hamilton. He's a photographer. And these images are stunning. Now, I didn't mention the artist for the the Mysteries of Mary Tarot. This is Heteni Krobler. She sells these throughout the year. She only makes limited amounts every year. I think she sells them like twice a year. And then finally, the last deck is going to be the Little Cryptid Oracle. Now, the reason I picked the Little Cryptid Oracle is because these decks are, really like they feel very serious and heavy, and like I'm going to delve deep and I'm just going to have to really ground myself. And that felt like that was going to be a lot. So I needed a little bit of fun. I needed to lighten this whole experience up a little bit. So I'm going to use the Little Cryptid Oracle and we're going to see how it goes. So now the way this works, the way Lisa has it in, oh, I hate opening these boxes. The way Lisa has it is I'm going to draw a card for each month, blind. And I'm going to create a spread. And I'm thinking the way it's going to go, it's going to be now officially the Occultati and the Mysteries of Mary are tarot decks, but I'm not going to use the Mysteries of Mary as a tarot deck. I'm going to use it more like an oracle deck. The guidebook is pretty in depth. She really talks about, where is my guidebook? Oh, here it is. As you could see, like the print is small. It's a lot of information. And so she talks about how she went to a different country, what she learned about each Virgin Mary and its history there. And then in it, she just talks about her inspiration. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sentence or two from the guidebook and use that as a way to create a prompt for myself. So this is going to be more like an oracle card. And then I got the Love Oracle. And this is really, for me, about self-care, self-love, really focusing on how I could really honor myself and who I am as a person, help me grow. One of the things that I've learned as I've gotten older, oh, how did that happen? As I've gotten older, is the importance of taking care of myself. I have to remember that I have to come first. So that way I can be there for everybody else when they need me the most. And then finally, the Little Cryptid Oracle is just a way of lining things up. And I thought it would be a great way to like kind of wrap it up a little bit. And so that's what I'm going to be using. So what and then the other supplies that I got. Oh my God, I need a bigger desk. My desk feels so small. I've been working on like making my setup nicer. I got a new light. I got a new microphone. Let me tell you, the biggest thing is the microphone. I got lighting that you saw in the background, that pink and blue that I'm using right now. And I love that light that I'm using for the background because it, where are my envelopes? Oh, because it allows me to change those colors from time to time. So I got my envelopes. I went to Hobby Lobby and, oh my God, you know me in packages, right, guys? I'm the worst. Oh my gosh. Really? It's just it. I'm gonna have to use my teeth. That's ridiculous. So I went to Hobby Lobby and, 1 week they have half the store on sale. The other week they have the other half. When I went, they just happened to have this on sale for 40% off. So I got it for like $2.50. Great deal. Beautiful color. I struggle with two different colors of blue, but I really like this one. And then finally, I got this on Amazon, and I'll do the link. It comes in a nice little box with a ribbon. It is a stamp, two candles, and then three sticks of wax. Look how beautiful that looks, right? I think I paid like $12, I think, for this. So it also has the little spoon and then the stamp with the letter B for Benny. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle each card and label each envelope, seal it, and I'll have some parting words at the end. I'm going to attempt to try to speed this up in Final Cut Pro. I don't even know how to do that. I'm going to have to look it up. So this is going to be a new skill that I'm learning. Look at this mess. I just don't have enough space. Oh, all right, here we go. Okay, I'm done. Let me flip the camera over. Well, actually, let me not flip the camera over. So I had an extra card that I drew, so I figured I'd draw it and see what the lesson I am to have learned while I did this. And it is, oh my God, to empower myself Oh my gosh, I love this. So, empower really means a lot to me, in the sense of, I'm the one that has control over the decisions that I make. I'm the one that can empower myself to accomplish the goals that I want to achieve. It is really not giving my power over to anybody else, which I think is really important because when I was young, that would happen. Today, what I get to do is I get to have a voice, my own voice that I get to share with others and really get to speak up when my boundaries are being crossed and learning how to say no. So empowering myself. And I think that these cards for the year may be focusing on empowerment. Wow. Something to think about. I'm going to have to keep this card out as well and keep it with the deck. Well, that was a nice surprise. Well, guys, I will be posting from time to time how this particular journey is going. I'm really excited about it. And I really want to thank um, April and Lisa for inspiring me to do this. And hopefully others will be inspired to do this as well. If you do plan to do this, please let April, Lisa, and myself know. That way we can follow along, especially if you have a tarot tube. Until next time, my name is Benny, and I am the Fool's Apprentice.